Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's our football podcast. You can't see the forest for the trees. Joining Paul Williams, James Panas, and myself, discussing the football from last week, the upcoming football, which this week there actually isn't any, and there's a nice juicy football quiz. So yeah, check this out. This is Cookiecast. You can't see the forest for the trees. Let's not waste any more time here, gentlemen. Oh, you shit. Right.
You needed to be on charge or anything?
No, yeah, I preempted this week.
Pre-charged?
He's full of juice.
I am
He's full of something.
Full of juice.
Shock horror.
He's full of something.
Charlie, you're already a goal down.
Oh. 6-0.
Seriously, they could be the worst team
6.
that's ever been at this level. They could go down without winning a game. Just check to see they haven't won a
It's
game.
easy to say that after like 5 games or whatever it's been.
To be fair, they've played 8. They've drawn 4 and lost 4.
Right, that doesn't sound that awful.
Yeah, they're pretty shit. To be fair, Chesterfield have played 8, drawn 5 and lost 3. The Mighty Pulls played 8, won 3, drawn 2, lost 3.
It's very average, that, isn't it?
You're pretty average, your face. Huh? Huh?
I said it last week, by the way.
And I think I did it the week before.
Welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the show that never ends.
Stop it.
Welcome to Season 2, episode of 6. Well, no, well, if we're 6 weeks into the season, so we must have had at least 5 weeks.
No, we're not 6 weeks into the season.
6 games into the season, then.
Yeah. But there's been at least a couple
And
of...
do we not do a preview?
I'm pretty sure it's episode 5.
I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go, welcome to episode 6.
I don't fancy your chances for the quiz, let's put it that way.
Of you can't
Well,
see
I'm
the
episode
forest.
6.
I was basing it on my quiz book. I swear I wrote the
Tease.
Season 2 quiz 4 last week.
I missed a week though, man.
We still had a quiz without you, though.
Exactly.
We did. Yeah, I found one on the fly.
But
We didn't have a quiz one week.
we didn't have a quiz. No, we've had a quiz every week. We didn't do a wrestling quiz one week, but
Which I've
we
still
didn't.
got.
I don't think we did a quiz on the on the season preview
Right, okay.
episode. Nice jersey.
I'm in New Jersey. Oh, it's my birthday.
This is
I'm going to put it on to try and hide some of the fat.
Oh,
Because this t-shirt is a little snug.
seems unnecessary, but okay. So yeah, welcome to You Can't See the Forest for the Team. Where to start?
Well, the best place to start would be This Week in Football. A segment that has no name.
The transfer window is now officially
Slam shot.
shut. No more business between now and January 1st. Big movers on deadline day.
Everyone to Bolton.
So in one day, excuse me, Bolton. So I saw that someone had put on Twitter something along the lines of, how have Bolton? I can't remember what the team was, but the supporter would put, how have Bolton gone from having absolutely no players to now having a better left winger than we've got? It was like, okay, fair enough.
Well, new owners, new managers, 9 new first teamers.
Yeah. So
How have they pulled that off?
They're all loans and free signings.
yeah, there's a lot. I think there's a lot of players where it's been a case of, right, I'm not going to get a game at this club. If I agree to terminate my contract without a payoff, I can just walk straight into
Murphy
Bolton.
at Forest.
Case in point, Daryl Murphy. So Daryl Murphy can no longer be picked to score for Nottingham Forest.
Not awful. I think he'll go and do a good job in League One.
Daryl Murphy can no longer be picked to score for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
What was factually incorrect about that statement?
I didn't say there was. I just said he's not awful. He'll do a good job.
I didn't say it was awful.
I know. I'm not arguing with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you know what the fuck's just happened here, please let us know. Comments, share.
You say a comment,
subscribe.
I say a comment. They weren't linked.
Right.
So, somebody's got the book open and they're going like this.
I swear to God, I think I've had about 8 things out of this bag. 7 of them in Maltesers.
Well, I got a load of orange ones.
Not a complaining, Maltesers. Spot on.
Not toffee, though, are
But you know.
they? Anyway.
It
Yeah,
is.
Bolton signed all the players.
So, yeah, so Bolton almost signed an entire new starting 11.
Them
So-
academy players are going to be fucked off, aren't they?
Well, no, I don't think they will. To be fair, because they couldn't have acted a full season of men's football. For
No.
starters, an academy season is nowhere near the same length. It's not 46 games, so you don't play as many games.
2 5-0s in a row they've come off the back of, haven't they?
3, wasn't it?
3 5-0s.
I think it might have been 3 5-0 defeats in a row for Bolton.
So basically, they did draw one game, didn't they?
So that was the first game of the season.
Yeah. So they're only on minus 11 points.
Yeah. I mean, they're still going to go down, probably. But, I mean, strange things have happened. Bournemouth stayed up after a minus 17 point reduction. Look where they are now. Taking places of Premier League teams that rightfully should be there.
Forest.
Yeah, that's who I was getting at, yeah. Forest currently on their 20-year absence from the Premier League, whereas for Borough it's only like 2 or 3 years. So.
Don't want to be a yo-yo club, do we?
But right on the Yo-Yo Club.
Monkey
They were up, and then they were down, and then they stayed down. Continued to be down. Still down. 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 A little bit better. Got to play a final, lost. Got promoted the next season. Down. Stayed down. Stayed down. This season looking like stayed down. But, you know.
Yeah, 20 years outside the top league.
What else have we got?
Any more movers and shakers?
Plenty. Like mainly it was the European transfer window closing. So League 1 and League 2 teams could still sign people, hence why Bolton brought in 9 players, but it was mainly for the continent, so I don't know if
Scotland was still open, wasn't it?
I don't know if Sanchez was signed on deadline day, or he might have gone a couple of days before, but he went to Inter from Man United. Chris Smalling went from Man United to Roma.
Smaldini. That's what they've been calling him.
Oh. Oh God. The Irishman from Arsenal. Mick Otarian.
I wonder where you're going with that.
He's gone to Rome as well, hasn't he? Not in transfer news, but in shockingly racist news. Lukaku.
Apparently, though, it's not about
not
Lukaku.
nice.
It's the Calgary fans against anyone blocked in that league.
For some reason, Cagliari, no matter how many times it happens, they don't seem to get any sanctions put against them. But as soon as a black player is playing against them, monkey chants, everything like that.
So it happened third week.
So this is the 3rd week in a row that we've seen.
This has
been happening since last season. So it happened to Moise Keane last season when he was playing for United.
I think they said, and this is a blasphemy, Suleiman Tari.
Yeah, he used to get it quite a lot.
I mean, presumably, I know Balotelli got it when he was there. I mean, I don't know if it was specifically Cagliari, but
it's got to the stage now where they really need to just say, right, the next time it happens, we're just going to walk off the pitch. And you can fine us, you can do whatever you want, but we're not putting up with it anymore.
just not on the racist thing, it just reminded me. That Liverpool fella, he used to Fiorentina, didn't he?
You are?
Gerard's cousin that's at odds with...
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Bobby something. Bobby.
Bobby Duncan?
Bobby
maybe?
Duncan. Stephen Gerrard's nephew.
Something like that.
And he's fallen out with club, hasn't he? 'Cause
He's accused him of bullying, or there's been like accusations of bullying within the squad and stuff like that, which is weird. But
so
who knows? It'll all come out in the wash.
So he's moved to Fiorentina.
As you do.
Is that just a loan?
No, I think he's gone. I think.
Strange. Just trying to think of what other big news.
Well, on Deadline Day, there seemed to be a lot of talk about that Scottish player moving from was it from Kilmarnock to Celtic? Seems to dominate.
Left back.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah, that seems to dominate the day.
So I wasn't near a TV, so
I
didn't see any of the.
What is the Berry situation?
Still nothing further on that one.
I thought they'd been saved.
No.
Someone decided to put some money in pending them revoking their expulsion. And it seems that that's not happening. Although it said this morning that the MP for Bury or something had personally started a campaign to get them reinstated into League 2 next year.
I don't see how that's ever going to happen. Oh. But I think it did come out how they're going to do the leagues.
He loves this part.
It stays as 3 down from League 1, 4 up from League 2.
Yeah.
They're only doing 1 down from League 2, I think it is this season.
So 1 and then effectively Bury being the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would make sense. So that would indicate to me that if they're going to drop into the conference, as it was, they'd just start straight at the National League. But it might not be that way. They might have to sort of like rejig everything like further down so
they still struggle though, wouldn't they?
Well, depends which one of the players they can like keep and stuff like that.
You have to convince players to just hang around for a year and not do anything.
Well, no, because they do agree. Like there'd be ways they can sort of like loan them to other teams or something. There'll be ways around
extended loans.
In theory, if Bury aren't a club anymore, you could argue that the players are no longer under contract because the club doesn't exist.
That's what I mean.
So you could argue that they could sign a short-term deal with clubs under the proviso that they're just saying like, I'm happy to come, but it's just for a year. If things don't work out with Bury, then we can discuss.
We can negotiate.
Like, but I mean, when you get to that sort of level of.
How's it on fire? Sweet.
When you get to that level of competition, most players don't tend to sign contracts more than a year or 2 years anyway, because it's more security for the club rather than it is anything else. I know that, like, for example, at Hartlepool United, I don't think they ever give out contracts that are more than 2 years at a time, just because it's not financially viable to do so. So, like, them like players that are at Bury now signing short-term deals with other clubs won't be that a massive problem for it.
I don't think Bury worry about what's financially viable.
Sorry for any Bury fans that just happen to be listening or watching. Old, Trent boy over here sticking the knife in.
Resner.
Trent Ender. You fucking Trent Ender. Nothing else about it. I can't think of anything else. Mate. Like there's this Michael Owen nonsense that's going around, but I don't know enough about it at the moment. Apparently, it's something to do with him calling Newcastle a step down from Real Madrid.
Absolutely, yeah. Someone's died.
Newcastle fans don't make it easy for themselves, do they?
Someone's died, don't they?
Junior Agogo, that was the other week.
Yeah, no, someone else has because they had black armbands on this weekend at the games.
Oh, it was Luis Enrique's daughter. So Luis Enrique's 9-year-old daughter.
Was there not some black armbands on in the Premier League though?
I think it was linked to like teams where like that either played with. So Guardiola got the Man City players to do it because obviously he played with Luis Enrique before.
This is completely not football related, but did you see the Kevin Hart thing?
No. Oh.
Where's the hospital?
Car
crash. Got back injuries or something, haven't they?
Honestly.
They're in a classic car, weren't they?
Yeah,
so it's probably like
it's
probably got like no safety to it at all.
Might have been a Pontiac Firebird or something. He wasn't driving, the cars rolled down an embankment. I mean, honestly, at this point in time, if you raised to a certain level of fame, would you just not be like, I'm never getting in another car again? Because that's how they all seem to go.
Paul Walker.
Sad times.
So in a way, kind of a quiet-ish week.
I can't think of anything else.
To be honest with you, it does tend to be quiet weeks when you go into an international break, because you don't want a lot of drama when you're not going to see your players for the next 14 days or whatever.
What else? Oh, well. Manny got a bit excited when he got subbed, didn't he?
Yeah. Didn't really understand that one.
I don't know. Did you see that tweet that come out from James Milner?
Yeah. He's becoming a decent follow on Twitter. His old
Is he?
Jimbo. Yeah, he put something on Twitter where it was a case of I think Sadio Mane's got a little bit confused, and he was just sort of saying to the gaffer, "How would you not bring Milner on?" Because so Mane got taken off and obviously wasn't happy with the fact that he'd been.
Was he unhappy with the fact that he got subbed, or as they were suggesting, was he still hung up on the fact that Salah should have squared that ball to him?
Maybe.
Not long before. That's what they were suggesting.
Quite possibly.
I saw a video. This is one of those where I'm going to muddle my way through this. I saw a video today. Zlatan, MLS,
Yeah, but he has said
scored a brace in 15 minutes.
Oh, probably. The last I heard from Zlatan was at the weekend. He'd said that if Man United put out the bat signal, he'll come back and save them.
What an arrogant bastard.
Yeah, but it would make a difference.
He's a prick, he's such a dick.
Well, they have to make the doors wider to get the ego in.
Yeah, big time. He's big fat.
I got excited this
Maybe
morning when I was reading about
fly
how
in and drop in through the middle.
they obviously baited me as they were trying to, where they were talking about Neymar flying into Miami, and because it was like deadline day, I was like, Jesus Christ, Miami. And they were like, because Brazil have got a game there this weekend. Like, what?
Oh,
but there's been a lot of talk about him going back to Barcelona. It was like, he's not going back to Barcelona. He's been seen flying into Miami. I was like, incredible.
Beckham's pulled a rabbit out of his hat here. Yeah, because Neymar, at the current age he's at, couldn't afford to just waste his career by going to America. If he wants to win the Ballon d'Or, he can win it there. Come on, son.
No, because he left out of Messi's shadow so he could win the Ballon d'Or at PSG, and then he's not even the best player at PSG.
And Mbappe just like, hi.
I mean, Mbappe's absolutely never going to win a Ballon d'Or playing for PSG either.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If they win the Champions League,
They won't win the Champions League. Not strong enough.
stranger things have happened.
Oh, Liverpool.
Porto won the Champions League.
I thought you were going to rock in with Forest there.
Aston Villa won the European
Yeah, that's a weird
Cup.
one, isn't it? Because they never really dominated English football.
No, I didn't even know, so they must have won the league the season before to get in.
When Forest was there, winning the Champions League.
So what? No,
Villa won it in...
because the year that the second year Forest won it, Liverpool won the league. So Forest obviously won the league to get into the following season's the following season's European Cup.
Yeah.
So the season that they won the first European Cup, Liverpool must have won the league.
Yeah.
So then Forest got back into it
By winning it.
And
then
maybe it was that season was when Villa won the league.
the second year Forest were winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when because they won it in 82.
So Forest qualified again as the winners.
Yeah.
And got knocked out by.
I don't know.
Oh, you call yourself a fan? Right, you talk amongst yourselves.
I can't. Right, when we've been European giants, can't remember all of the games. I mean, just because you've had one European campaign
in
your lifetime.
Two.
Have you?
Two, my friend.
Did you get in by the back? Did you get in the back door?
Find the back door, you cheeky swine.
You've only won one thing, haven't you?
Yeah.
So how did you get in the other time? Runners up.
Did
you get in for the runners up in the League Cup or something?
No, we finished 7th in the league.
Did you?
The season after, we won the Carling Cup. And it's the second season that we got to the UEFA Cup final.
Alright.
Got spanked by Sevilla. But we don't need to talk about that. So,
But yeah, this didn't happen in football this week. It happened in 1982, what he's currently looking up. So, the year of my birth.
Oh.
I was just about to say where I'm going to go out on a limb and say only one of us was actually alive at that point in time.
No, I was just alive when Villa won it because they won it in the May. I was born in the Feb. He was not alive.
Get your birthday cards.
I absolutely was not alive. You're absolutely correct.
So yeah, that's about all I can think of this week. So while he's looking up, we can move into scores if you want.
That would be wonderful. How are we spending the £305?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no spends.
Handsomely. Coke.
He has already told me that we might need to top up.
Well,
the
I
betting
nearly
this
said
week.
last week that I presumed that was probably our last week of.
I think he says it's about.
Free.
We're not enough to cover. I think he suggested me and you might be sorted, but he might need to throw in.
So the first game I've got listed here is the Borough versus the Titty Bar.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was a fantastic lunchtime game.
So
when you say fantastic,
it actually was a good
which
game.
version of fantastic?
Fantastic. Let's say fantastic for the neutral.
It was a good game.
Especially if you're called Desmond.
So it was 2-2.
Hey! You.
Really?
Did you have? You never had 2-2.
I didn't.
Did you ever draw that?
I did have 1-1 though.
Yeah.
Who did you have as your goal scorers?
I know he's got one of them because he did say. I swear he said, "Bloody hell, I didn't pick him, and everyone else picked him and got goal and got."
So, the Bristol City goal scorers, I believe, was Casey Palmer.
Was it?
I think so.
I know Watkins got second, didn't he?
No, because
Oh, no, that's Brentford.
does not play for Bristol
No.
City.
That's Brentford. He got second. And
I
Brighton.
honestly can't remember the name of the guy who scored. No one will have him because no one will even know who he is.
I don't even know both Borough scorers were.
Oh.
No, Britt got one.
Yep.
I'll just out.
Not only was it a goal,
Can I go for wing?
it was his
Did I go for wing?
it was his 100th goal in English League football.
Really?
Who's he got more for?
Borough. He
Has he?
scored the majority of his goals for Middlesbrough.
Has he?
Oh, he scored more goals for Middlesbrough than any other club.
Did we have him for 2 or 1?
You must have had him for 2 or 3 seasons. The goal scorers, so Casey Palmer, Tommy Rowe was the second goal scorer. Then for Middlesbrough, Britt Sombolonga scored the second goal after a Taylor Moore own goal.
Oh, I was going to say, who is Taylor Moore?
So,
What's your point out face? So you never picked an own goal.
I mean, Middlesbrough versus Bristol City. Paul Williams,
I went 2-0 Bristol City.
0 points. James Panas,
What I said.
0 points. And just 2 points.
What did I say the score would be?
1-2.
Oh dear, James.
2-1, whichever way you want it.
But I picked the Bristol City win.
So, off to a great start this week. Let's talk Nottingham versus Preston.
1-0.
You don't have that, do you?
Oh no.
You wee shite. Oh my.
Oh no.
Not last one. I beat him way too much.
Oh no. That's not good.
Perfect score.
Thank you for this.
You go on 1.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, no, all he needs to do is get one of the goal scorers, but he didn't.
3-2, you muppet. Go on.
Me?
Who scored the goals?
I don't know who scored for Preston.
You better hope it was a particular person.
Forest player.
Who scored for Forest?
I would have said for Preston. I would
believe
imagine
his name is Billy Bowden.
Yeah, I thought with most of us gone for Johnson, right?
Johnson.
Johnson.
For Forest, it was Uncle Albert.
Nobody went for a Doma.
Oh, what? I always pick a Doma. I fucking love me some Doma.
Apparently this week you...
3 in 4 games now.
Such a good player.
So, here's what we're looking at here. We're looking at 2 points, Paul Williams. 0 points, James Panas. 0 points, the Cookmeister. Bringing the week's total to 0, 2. Tie-break fight to the death. There are no Middlesbrough football games.
Oh, yeah. We don't even need to do
games.
any predictions.
No. Why is that what you've been doing? Getting
this guy bet ready.
Yeah.
I can confirm there is £2 in the coffers. So
We've frittered away our £35 jackpot.
we can either leave it until the next week's games, or we can put
Geese.
some
Same time.
England-based bets on.
Oh, we did so well last time.
I don't like
England.
money and England football in the same.
I'm banking
vicinity.
on a Tyrone Mings goal.
Ugh. Well, hang on. Have a team changed their name?
What do you mean? Have a team changed their name? I noticed that in Eurovision. Strangely, yeah,
So apparently Israel are now playing North Macedonia.
yeah. They were North Macedonia in Eurovision Song Contest. I couldn't understand it there.
Interesting.
I mean, we probably won't dwell on that.
I tell you what, I know it
Conversation.
sounds like the campest thing ever, but me and my brother stayed and watched it.
Excellent.
It were alright. I'm gonna play you a couple of songs after it, and you're gonna be all over it. If I was to say to you, Norway Eurovision, go watch it. I'll play it to you after.
We should stop this conversation right here and now. Are we bothering with English football?
No.
I'm struggling to see where the game
well,
is.
when you say English football, the whole podcast is about English football. You mean England football?
England football.
Yeah, no, we can paint it if you want.
I don't even know where the game is.
It'll be in the dark depths of.
What do you mean you don't know where the game is?
It's not on the. It's not on the list.
Are you sure?
They're not playing on Thursday.
Both of your phones went and mine didn't there. That's probably an NFL.
NFL. Almost definitely.
So they're not playing on Thursday. They don't appear to be playing on Friday.
That's because it's on Saturday.
Well, I just look on Saturday and it said there was nothing there.
It's England Bulgaria at 5
For
o'clock.
fuck's sake.
It's because you've got to go down past all of the Premier
Yeah.
League and stuff.
That's weird because they've normally been playing on a Friday and a Monday.
So that'd be ITV here as well, wouldn't it?
And then they play
Tuesday.
against Kosovo.
Not northeast Kosovo or southwest Kosovo. It's just Kosovo.
South-West Central Kosovo.
Yeah.
Southwest Central, born and raised.
On a playground is where I spent most of my days.
Right, okay, also, that's weird. So, what's happening next week then? Does that mean that we're watching it here whilst casting?
Ooh, maybe. Can you get ITV on that TV?
Yeah.
ITV player thing.
Might still work.
If you can get BT Sport, I'm sure you can get.
There'll be an ITV app, I imagine.
Yeah.
So we'll just get the app and
Easy.
bang it on.
There you go.
In that case-
then we can all enjoy England together.
In that case, I think it's.
Can I be absent next week?
I think it only
English.
uses-
We're playing Kosovo.
We're going to lose.
No,
We're not going to lose.
it'll be at least 2 or 3 nil.
Is Tammy in the squad, or is his surge been a bit too late for that squad?
Do you know what? I honestly don't know. I imagine he probably will.
I think they did pick, because they include like Jesse Lingard as a striker.
Seriously,
I think
do not understand that he keeps getting in the squad.
I think there's
He's been
6.
fucking shit.
I think there's 6 strikers in the squad.
Is Daniel Sturridge one of them?
I think there was Lingard, Rashford, Kane, Sterling, Wilson. I don't know if there was another one. You'd have thought he'd have had a shout, because I mean, it's not like he's not been in the England squad before.
Season 2, quiz 5.
And I bet he's got as many goals as Kane this year.
More, I think. He's got 4 in the league.
Has he got 4? I thought he'd only got 3.
2 sets of 2. Decided to.
You see that? Yeah. So it's still, isn't it? That is it. Chelsea's like last 10 league goals now.
All scored by Englishmen.
No, all scored by Championship players. Last year, I think all of Chelsea's league goals this season have been scored by Abraham and Mount.
Right.
Didn't score in the first game.
No, Tomped by United, didn't they?
Oh, you and I. Right. So it's quiz time. Play along at home. Usual
Season
rules apply.
2, quiz 5.
If you beat today's winner, let us know, and we'll send a lovely Cookiecast sticker your way, and you'll be invited to come and, in Beat the Jock style, beat our jock. We will make it a special event.
No one has ever classed me as a jock.
We're still using the quiz from last week because there was 80 questions. I don't think a lot of them are viable either through too easy or we've had them before. Looking at this quiz here, I'm pretty sure at least one of the questions we've had before, but the others are viable. From my limited knowledge, it does seem like this might be easy. It's another 10 question, no multiple choice. It might be one of those where we might have to do another 10 just to see.
Just quickly, I just had a quick look on Sky Sports because I was going to try and see if I could find any details about who's scored what goals in the Premier League season. The EFL has agreed to discuss the matter of Bury's potential re-entry into the Football League following their expulsion last week. The Shakers were expelled from the league, losing their place in League One after CNN Sporting Risk pulled out of a proposed takeover of the club. However, there are calls for the governing body to reconsider its decision, with an alternative option being the club are readmitted into League Two for the 2020-21 season.
It's the fact that the spring's gone astray again.
So it's not. It looks like it's not completely done and dusted.
And also the Barrier about.
It does look like there are potential, like some sort of stuff that could be further done. So, watch this space.
We might end up in a position where more information unfolds over the week, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
You saying something? Oh, yeah, you said Sky Sports. I was in the gym the other night, and I was walking between one piece of equipment and another, and out of the corner of my eye, saw the TV playing something. I was like, backed up a couple of paces, was like, the fuck? Because on the screen was NFL. Like,
Huh?
what's happening right now? It was just like flashing images and, this, that and the other. And I'm like, what is going on? So it was a advert for Sky Sports saying the NFL returns in the next amount of time. Get your Sky Sports package so you can watch the NFL. I was like, right,
Is it possibly because the TV was on Sky News?
I think it was on BBC News.
Should have had any adverts.
Oh, it was on BBC, I think. So,
Won't have been no adverts on BBC.
Yeah, can't
don't know that.
It would probably be Sky News.
Could have been.
Right then, let's get down to brass tacks.
Question number 1. Play along at home. Which goalkeeper has the record of 138 clean sheets for the same Premier League team?
This is not a multiple choice.
It is not, I'm afraid. Question number 2. How many clubs have never been relegated from the Premier League? So I read the first question and looked at the answer like, But then when I read that question, I was like, yeah, I think we're good with this quiz.
Are we saying this is current?
I can't say. I don't know. I'm going to move on to question 3. How many teams were in the first ever Premier League? That's one I'm pretty sure we've had multiple times before. However. Question 4. The lowest attendance was 3,039 in 1993 when Everton played away to which club?
93, did you say that? I swear we get this wrong every time.
Question 5. Which 2 non-English clubs have played in the Premier League? Question 6. How many times has the league been renamed? Question 7. Which Swede had a clause in his contract banning him from travelling into space? Ooh. Question 8. In 2005, Newcastle's Lee Bowyer had an on-pitch scrap with which teammate?
Didn't we discuss that last week?
Very possibly. Question number 9. For what club did Paolo Di Canio play when he pushed referee Paul Alcock? And your 10th and possibly final, depending which, definitely isn't which, against which team did Wayne Rooney score his first Premier League goal? Does anybody need anything repeated?
Just reread the number 7. Did it give a position to the... I know you said Swedish. Was it just Swedish player?
Which Swede had a clause in his contract?
Do you know we've had this before and I can't remember?
Travelling in space. I don't think we had the question. I think we had something that alluded to that being the answer. I think that's the answer to the previous question we had, which is why I still rolled the dice on this one. I'll give you 30 more seconds on that and then you get some answers.
Can you remember the Swede, Paul?
I've got an answer, but I don't know if it's right.
The reason why I know we've had this one before is because last time Paul said Gravison, and when we realised he's not even Swedish. Yeah.
Okay, question number 1. Which goalkeeper has the record of 138 clean sheets from the same Premier League team?
Check.
I've got check.
So I was like, oh, maybe we need a clue. The clue would be the single most mentioned goalkeeper on this podcast. Pear check. Number 2. How many clubs have never been relegated from the Premier League?
6.
8.
And James pulls into the lead with 6.
That's wrong. So Bournemouth and Brighton have never been relegated from the Premier League. Neither have Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Man United or Spurs.
I didn't think of Bournemouth or it's old then. That's have to be fucking old to get Bournemouth now. Bournemouth and Brighton's a good shout.
They've never been relegated.
I can't give you a
well, we're both having a point because we're both technically right. So.
I can't give you a time.
But I went with the other 6. I didn't even think of those.
Number 3. How many teams were in the first ever Premier League?
22.
22.
22. The lowest attendance was 3,039 in 1993 when Everton played away to which club?
Wimbledon.
Is the correct answer. Which two non-English clubs have played in the Premier League?
Cardiff and Swansea.
Is correct.
Unless we're classing Hull as not part of the...
Well, just because they have their own telecommunications network.
Remind me before we
Wrap up.
today. Not wrap up the podcast.
He's going to tell you he went to the deep yesterday.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Remind me about that.
Oh dear.
Question 6, I'm guessing. How many times has the league been renamed?
I was pushed on this one. I've gone 5, but I couldn't name them all.
4?
It's 4.
Yeah.
According to the quiz, it's 4. Number 7. Which Swede had a clause in his contract banning him from travelling into space?
I've not written anything down, so can I just give my guess now? Because I think it's wrong. I'm going to go with Ljungberg.
I don't know if it's right, but something in my head.
No, he's right. I've heard this before.
Stefan Schwartz?
It is.
Yes, we've had this before as soon as I've seen it.
In 2005, Newcastle's Lee Bowyer had an on-pitch scrap with which teammate?
Kieran Dyer.
Bruce Dyer. Kieran Dyer.
Kieran Dyer. Number 9. For which club did Paolo Di Canio play when he pushed referee Paul Alcock?
Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And your 10th, and depending whether it's final, against which team did Wayne Rooney score his Premier League first goal?
Everton.
What? What?
What?
Oh, no!
What? What? What?
Can I give a second guess because I know what it is?
Go on.
It's Arsenal.
It's
I don't know why I don't know why I wrote Everton.
It's up the...
What? He scored an own goal?
Do you know what? I don't know why. I was just thinking of his goal.
Remember the name? That was when the highlights were on ITV.
Out of a possible 10.
A beautiful day.
Got a rose feeling. It's a beautiful day.
I hate you too. Fucking awful.
Yeah, terrible band. Massively overrated.
Massively overrated.
So I've got 9 out of 10. He's got 11 out of 10.
How can I have 11 out of 10?
Because you got one for Cardiff and Swansea. Well, I've put a point for each of Cardiff and Swansea.
Why?
I don't know. But I've still only got 9.
You've got 8 out of 10.
Alright, I've got 8 out of 10. You've got 10 out of 10 then.
Yeah.
Because of his debatable.
It's not debatable.
Right, what does
It's literally not debatable.
what does the answer say?
Tell me how many times Brighton have been relegated from the Premier League. Tell me how many times Bournemouth have been relegated from the Premier League. No bed.
But it says 6. And I put 6.
Fine. 9.
Brings it a little closer.
I got 9
I mean,
as well.
obviously, if we move on to another quiz...
Yeah, if you're saying that you've got 9 because you
kidding,
gave yourself
I'm
2
kidding.
points for Cardiff and Swansea. Yeah, go on, do the next one.
So, the next one is entitled... Because some of these have titles, like there are themes. This one is entitled... Managers.
Oh, I thought it was going to be potluck.
Managers. Right, okay then.
So, that wasn't one quiz, and this is another quiz. That was just half time in the quiz.
Question number 1 for the managers quiz.
I'm going to class this as question 11.
Number 1. Or 11. Let's go 11. Who was the first Premier League manager
To be sacked.
sacked?
Fucking hell's sake, I knew you were going to ask that. Oh.
Question number 2. Who was Jose Mourinho's first signing at Chelsea?
Oh my god.
Give you a clue. Number 3. How many times did David Moyes... No. How many times had David Moyes won the prestigious LMA Manager of the Year award?
What was number 12?
Mourinho's first signing at
Oh,
Chelsea.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
That's tough, that's fucking hard.
Number 14. Who was the first Italian manager to win the Premier League? $15.
Oh, you got it very fast here, Andy.
How dare you? How dare you?
Which manager was in charge at Manchester City when they won their first Premier League title? $16. Who has managed Reading, Swansea and Liverpool? $17. Which club did Glenn Hoddle join after being sacked as England manager in 1999? Question 18. How many times did Sir Alex Ferguson win the Premier League Manager of the Month award?
Oh my god.
$19. Who was the first English manager to win Premier League Manager of the Year award?
Who was the what?
The first English manager to win Premier League Manager of the Year award. Your 20th and final question for today, gentlemen, is Ron Atkinson last managed which club in the Premier League? Any repeats?
No.
How confident are you, Ed?
Not very confident at all.
Really?
No.
Or is this just, I'm going to crush you as normal?
Some I know, but the middle section I'm pretty confident on.
Are we saying, should we have a go at the Ferguson one? Whoever's closest gets the point, because it'd be unlikely that either of us is going to nail it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me.
That's fair. Alright, number 11, take your pick. Who was the first Premier League manager to be sacked?
Dave Besant.
Ian Porterfield.
What?
Ian Porterfield.
Fuck off, Paul!
Oh, your t-shirt's having on the back. Number 12 or 2. Who was Jose Mourinho's
He was
first
signed by,
signing at
Ranieri,
I
Chelsea?
think.
I've gone Joe Cole.
Carvalho?
Paulo
Ferreira! Son of a bitch! I was thinking it could have been him.
Question 13. How many times had David Moyes won the prestigious LMA Manager of the Year award?
I said 1.
It was 3.
Really? Can't imagine any of those were for United.
14. Who was the first Italian manager to win the Premier League?
Ancelotti.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Well, the thing is, I'd written Mancini, but then I thought Mancini's the next one. So I went back and put Ancelotti. I've done it right.
15. Which manager was in charge at Manchester City when they won their first Premier League title?
Mancini.
Roberto Mancini.
Roberto Mancini. Number
Yeah,
6.
I thought he's not going to do the
Bobby Mank.
Who has managed Reading, Swansea and Liverpool?
Brendan Rodgers. I didn't know he was at Reading, to be fair.
Which club did Glenn Hoddle join after being sacked as England manager in 1999?
Southampton.
I've gone Southampton.
You
I
do
just
right.
had a bit of a crisis.
Of conscience.
Yeah.
18.
Leave this one till the end.
All right.
Okay. 19. Who was the first English manager to win Premier League Manager of the Year award?
I've got a feeling, I don't know why now, that it's not that one. Is it? Could it be Peter Reid?
Ooh, good shout.
I've gone for Howard Wilkinson.
Steve Coppell.
Well, it's comforting to know you both wrong. Harry
Is it Redknapp?
Redknapp.
Who the fuck did he... Oh,
West Ham?
yeah,
That
they
time.
finished 5th one time.
See, the thing is, when you think of the early days of the Premier League, they're all Scottish.
Well, I was thinking, it'll be Ferguson.
No.
Oh,
Graham.
no.
Graham.
It'll be Dalglish.
No. And then I went Graham.
It'll be Ferg. It'll be Vet. It'll be. That's the thing. That's the stat. That no Englishman's ever won the Premier League.
Is that still the case? Right.
Well, who were the?
No,
When was the last English manager to manage a top 4 team? Redknapp, when he was at Spurs, and for that one season they got in the Champions League when he was there.
Shit.
Question 20, which would have been the final one. Ron Atkinson last managed which club in the Premier League?
James.
Forest.
Nottingham Forest. Which brings us back to question
I've
18.
got 5 points. Have you already got 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So if I get this, I can draw.
How many times did Sir Alex Ferguson win the Premier League Manager of the Month award?
I feel like I've gone high.
He won. So they won
feel
it
like you were
13 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means roughly
I was
there's
banking on that there's...
130 to go for, because there's 10.
I was banking on it being 9 a year.
Oh,
actually,
maybe
when I went.
I've miscounted there. In which case, I'm very annoyed at myself there.
I think there's 9, isn't there?
So that'd be
There's August through May.
90, 100 and...
Oh no, there is 10. August to May.
August,
There's only
September,
June and July.
October.
You don't get one. Yeah.
August, September, October, November, December, May, January, February, March, April, May. So there is 10.
Yeah.
So 10 each year. So 130 for him to go for. I've
that's only based on the fact that you're only saying he's going to win it Manager of the Month in a championship winning season.
Manager of the month.
It was Manager of the Month, the question.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Why is he going to be manager of the month in a successful in a championship winning season?
No, in a non-championship winning season.
What are you about?
Well, you're saying that.
What's your point on that?
You're saying he's won 13 titles.
Yeah.
And 10 times 13 is 130 to go at.
Oh, he was there longer than 13 years. Fuck! I have fucked this big time.
But what I mean is, you can still win Manager of the Month on years
Yeah,
where
I
he's
know.
not.
I don't know why. I thought my maths was flawless. He was in the Premier League for like 20 seasons? No.
26.
No.
Oh, no, because they weren't all Premier Leagues.
92 to 2012, 2013.
See,
So 20.
21. Ooh.
So, somebody needs to give me a number.
I've gone for 34.
Okay.
I've gone for 42.
Paul gets the point, I'm afraid, because it's 27.
I didn't think it'd be that many.
I thought it'd be a lot more.
I'll put 27 in brackets.
Just so you
So when you think about it, but bear in mind, the Manager of the Month award's weird because you can be bottom of the league
Oh, yeah.
and win 4 games on the spin.
Yeah.
And there's some months where you only play 3 times in the league. So if you've won 3 out of 3, you're more often than not going to be getting Manager of the Month. And if United won 3 out of 3, but Derby had won 3 out of 3, they're obviously going to give it to Jim Smith over Ferguson, aren't they?
But I've based that on, that's only 2 a year for his total Premier League tenure.
Well,
That's reasonable.
yeah, you could say that.
As it turns out, it's more like 1 a year.
16 on 20.
Disappointing.
Which I believe brings us to the end of the quiz. And the end.
End of the quiz. Anybody
End of the
got any other
podcast.
business?
Yeah, I think you've got some other business, have you not?
Not live on air, no.
Oh dear.
No. It's probably more wrestling based. Anyway,
hello.
So,
Hello.
I have no other business for this podcast.
In that case, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for joining us for another dalliance through the wonderful, wacky world of football. Specifically, Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest-based football for the majority.
I don't think there was very much specifics on that.
There wasn't really, was there? But, update for the overall standings, it's currently 4-2. I'll let the public decide which way that is.
We could put a poll up. Right, thank you very much for attending.
Indeed.
See ya.
Until next week, folks. You still classy. Planet Earth.
Hey, bye.
Never seen Aquaman. At the end of the film, when he goes, "You stay classy, Planet Earth."
I don't like it.
You got a thing against Feral, haven't you?
So there you go. What do you think to that? Another one in the bag. Another podcast done. Another week done. Another week closer to whatever it is you guys are looking forward to. YouTube watchers, make sure you're subscribing, clicking for notifications, drop us comments, all things like that. Everybody jump over to the Cookiecast.com, let us know how you're getting on, drop us some social media love, emails, all the good stuff like that. So yeah, there we go, another week of football done, and another podcast gone, and another week. Join us next time when we'll be talking more football, and I'm sure there'll be another juicy quiz. Until then, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then. Bye.